players and coaches had to say after the game. Plus, things could be looking better, but if you look who's been dominating in the long term, I'm talking about the last 6 years, it's been the Auburn Tigers taking the spotlight. This was the scene last night at the Iron Bowl. Pick it up in the first quarter, a bruising run by Auburn's Ben Tate for the touchdown. Auburn takes a 7-0 lead. Tigers now up 10-zip in the second quarter. Jonathan Lowe for Alabama on the return gets great blocking, shoots straight up the middle, but Bama puts Bama in great field position. That's going to lead to a John Parker Wilson and JPW QB sneak, cuts the score to 10-7. We got ourselves a ball game. Fourth quarter, Brandon Cox gives to Brad Lester, jukes and jives his way to a first down. That'll set up Cox for a QB sneak of his own, and the touchdown. Auburn goes up 17-7. Tigers going to win 17-10. It's now 6 straight Iron Bowl wins.
We just came out and played as a team. You know, our defense has played great all year. Offense has struggled a bit, but we came out. Defense put us in good situations. Offense, we had one turnover, but you know, we found a way to win there at the end.
I was just hoping to beat them a few times, and when I got here, my record wasn't very good against Alabama as a head coach, and to do this 6 times in a row is, again, it's accomplishment of the players.
We made the errors in the fourth quarter that were the difference in the game. When you have a close game like that, you know, the errors in the fourth quarter.
You know, me and Jason Campbell only 2 quarterbacks to win 3 in a row.
Well, Auburn's Gerard Powers had the difficult task of defending DJ Hall yesterday, but I'm sure Powers never thought he would have to defend himself from a police guard dog. Late in the fourth quarter, JPW's pass overthrown, then a police canine dog takes a chomp right there, right out of Gerard's hand. The dog was then removed from the stadium. Well, Missouri has taken over the number one team in this week's AP Top 25 college football poll after beating Kansas last night. Georgia's in there at 4th, LSU 5th, Jayhawks fall to 7th, Florida 10th, Tennessee 14th. Let's check out the other page there. Auburn jumps up 2 spots to 23rd.
No, I'm not talking about six-pack abs like Greg Privett's, but instead a string of Iron Bowl victories, which now reaches a half dozen. It's the longest Auburn winning streak ever in the series with Alabama, but it wasn't easy getting last night's record breaker.
From the beginning of this Iron Bowl, it seemed like it was a battle of who could hit the other guy harder, and that never really went away. And if you thought that the frustration that both teams had with seasons that really didn't go as well as they expected would take some of that emotion away, for the Auburn guys, they say, oh no.
It was a smash-mouth football game. You know, they came after us, we came after them, and you know, anytime you play your in-state rival, you're going to keep getting up. You know, you don't want to go down and stay down, show any kind of weakness, and you know, we kept after it tonight, and they kept after it. You know, it was a 60-minute game. It lasted to the last few seconds, and you know, you got to give them all the credit. They pushed hard, and we pushed hard. We just came out on top.
Oh man, I was pumped up for this one. I knew last year, you know, I missed it, and I was hurt, and I told myself, man, they're going to have to drag me off this one, you know. I wasn't going down without a fight, and I knew that, you know, as long as I give it, you know, everything I got, I would have no regrets. You know, that's what I told myself. I wanted to have no regrets coming into this game and leaving this game. I didn't want to leave this game with a bad taste in my mouth. And it was just something special tonight, man. And you can tell in our fans and the teammates, and it just worked out for the best for us right now.
I mean, that's what you come to Auburn for, the Iron Bowl, man. That's the way it is. I mean, it's physical, it's hard-hitting, and you got to be the more physical team, and I think tonight we were. So, I mean, that's why you come here.
Oh, it's just willpower, you know, the will to want to win, you know, no matter how bad it hurt. You know, they always say the saying, no pain, no gain. You know, so no matter how hard it hurt, we just had to keep going.
And of course, people talk about this rivalry 365 days a year, which means there are 365 days till Auburn thinks they'll be going for 7th heaven. In Auburn, John Pearson, News Channel 19 Sports.
Came losses to LSU, Mississippi State, and Louisiana Monroe. Those hurt, but nothing compares to getting beat by your arch rival. And last night's 17-10 loss hit Saban and his boys hard.
I'm disappointed for the players. I mean, I think our players played their hearts out and really wanted to win this game, and there's a lot of sad guys in there right now, and as a coach, you feel like you wish there was something that you could have done that would have helped them be able to be more successful in the game.
Tough for the senior class in general, but it's just tough for this university. Losing to Auburn 6 years in a row.
It's one of those things that you're probably going to haunt you for the rest of your life, you know. You probably won't feel a little better until Alabama beats them, and that's another 365 days from now.
Knowing that, you know, it's true enough, a team like Auburn, they're definitely a good team, and the rivalry is so rich. And we definitely wanted to turn the tables today, and we had the opportunity, and we let it get away.
Something else that took a bite out of Auburn, or at least one of their players. Late in the fourth quarter, with Alabama driving, a John Parker Wilson pass sails into the end zone with Auburn and former Decatur star Gerard Powers in coverage. The pass falls incomplete. Now watch the right side. Powers gets bitten by a German Shepherd police dog. The dog sinks his teeth into Powers' left hand. He couldn't believe what had happened.
No, the officer that was holding the dog, he was acting like nothing happened. So, and I jerked my hand away, and then I looked at my glove, and I see blood coming out of my glove, and I start panicking even more. And I'm like looking to the sideline, like the dog. I'm screaming, the dog bit me for like the next 3 plays, but I'm all good. It's just a few scratches. I'll be all right. When I went in the training room, I was like, do I need a rabies shot? Then I thought about it. I was like, well, it is a federal dog. I'm pretty sure he's the cleanest dog in America, but I just got to make sure I wash it out pretty good, though.
Senior defensive tackle Josh Thompson has been named the Southeastern Conference Defensive Lineman of the Week. Thompson collected a career-high 12 tackles versus Alabama, marking his second double-digit tackle effort of the season. His previous career high was a 10-tackle game against LSU, October 20th. After starting the season 6-2, Alabama faded down the stretch. They finished off a disappointing second half of the year with Saturday's Iron Bowl loss. While Alabama played with more intensity against Auburn than they did against Louisiana Monroe, the result was the same, a bitter defeat. After the game, head coach Nick Saban accepted the blame for what happened to the Crimson Tide down the stretch.
We were a pretty good football team, you know, for the first 8 games of the season, but you know, the last 4 games we just didn't finish the way we wanted to finish and the way we'd like to finish, and I know there's nobody more disappointed in that than the players. And I take full responsibility for it. You know, I failed the players in not getting them to be able to finish this season like we needed to.
UNA will have another tough